Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I love my butter pecan creamer. I hope everybody is doing amazingly well. I'm doing really, really good. I am getting ready for work and getting ready for my best friend's birthday party. Woohoo! Happy birthday to Among Oaks and Owls, Miss Cheyenne, who you guys have seen a few times around here. It's her birthday, and I'm so excited to celebrate with her. Other than that, I am here to talk a little bit about book hangovers and what I read to get over my book hangover. So, have you ever had a book hangover? Sorry, I'm backing up a little bit. Still getting used to this new setup. But have you ever had a book hangover? Like a legitimate cannot stop thinking about that book hangover. I have a few times, but I think I got it the worst ever from Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros gave me the worst book hangover. I read it 2 times in a row on my Kindle when I got it, and I could not stop thinking about it. I could not stop wanting to be in that world and read it, and it was just miserable for me as a person because I don't go to Basketh War College. I work for a communications company and have to go to work every day and be a mom and cook and clean and be a wife. And really, I just wanted to go to class and then ride dragons. It was terrible. So I kind of went on TikTok, found other people who were feeling the same way about Fourth Wing, and a couple of people had great suggestions on what to read after Fourth Wing, and that was exactly what I needed. So I ended up going with Serpent in the Wings of Night. Is that what it is? Double checking my list here. It's got a long name. It is The Serpent in the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, I think is her name. I'll make sure I put it in the title or in the description. But I think her name is Carissa Broadbent. She's got quite a few series that are what they call fantasy romance, which is that same genre that Fourth Wing falls in, which is the same genre that a lot of my favorite books fall in. I am definitely a fantasy or fantasy romance girl. I toe my feet into historical fiction a good bit. That used to be historical romance, used to be my absolute favorite genre, but I think fantasy romance has taken over that favorite genre. So I read Serpent in the Wings of Night. And what this is a human girl named, I believe it's pronounced Oriah, enters into a tournament. She was saved as a child by a vampire king, Vincent. He is one of the vampire kings. There are different houses, and he is the king of one of the houses. And she wants to be his heir, essentially, though she can't really be his heir because she's a human. She wants to be basically like his who's going to take the throne after him without having to be his physical heir. So that is what she wants to be, and the victor of this whole tournament gets one request from the goddess. And so she enters this tournament, and there's tons of characters, tons. Some of you get to know really well. Some of them she kind of glades over a little bit. I really wanted to know more about, if you have read this book, I wanted more of Abraham's story a bit, but alas, I didn't get that, and that's okay. But I really, really enjoyed this book, I guess. It's enemies to lovers or rivals to lovers in a way, because she meets like another contestant named Rain, who is a badass vampire warrior guy, and I could see why a lot of people like him as a book boyfriend. I could definitely see that. It's a slow burn. You don't get any spice until 80% of the book. And it's very good, very well done spice. I a very specific type of spice, and you find it a lot in fantasy romance. It's a very romantic, like heartfelt spice. It's not just like organs meeting. If you would, that I do read some of that, but for the most part, I prefer romantic spice in my spice, and so it's a slow burn at 80% of the book on my Kindle before the spice came in, which was definitely worth the wait. Good spice. Out of 5 chili peppers, I know a lot of people do that. I would probably only give it about a 2.5 chili pepper, because while the spice is very, very good and is deserving of no less than 2 chili peppers, there is really 1 to 2 major scenes of it, and that is it in the entire book. Now, there's a book 2, it's a duology. So I'm going to read the book 2 and see if there is any more spice in book 2, and that one might be a higher chili pepper count. What else am I reading? Because I finished that. It helped me get over my little book hangover. What else am I reading? Well, I am currently knee deep in the Priory of the Orange Tree prequel, A Day of Fallen Night, and I'm so excited to do a review for that one, because while Serpent and the Wings of Night got me out of my book hangover, this one has really enraptured me. I am only about 20-25% in. It's an 800 and something page book, but I will have this sugar done in the next couple of days, probably like by Monday, guys. I would not be surprised if your Wednesday video is A Day of Fallen Night, because it is that good. You may also have an extra video next week, because it might be a short one, but I am going to see my mom, who has since moved from Florida up to another area of Georgia. So I'm going to see her new house and everything, and I didn't get to see her for Mother's Day, as she has requested as her Mother's Day gift just one major thing, and that is I make a tuna noodle casserole that is top tier. I do not get to make it very often because it includes one of its main ingredients. It does have peas in it, and my husband hates peas. My daughter hates tuna. So I do not make this tuna noodle casserole very often, but it is something I am known for amongst like my family and friends, who probably pre my husband, I knew I would make this tuna noodle casserole and they would just devour it. That and my chicken salad. Pre my husband, I made a specific Greek yogurt based chicken salad with fruit and nuts in it that everyone would beg me to make like a big container and take it to our friend events. So, I am thinking about sharing my tuna noodle casserole recipe. And if I do, it'll be like a short extra video on, it might be Saturday's video. So, yeah, you guys, I am having such a good time with what I'm reading right now. Thank you for coming and enjoying my videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I really, really appreciate that so much. And check out Serpent and the Wings of Night. I thought it was really great for getting me over my book hangover. It did exactly what it needed to do, and was a quick read. I think I read it in about a day and a half. If you liked Hunger Games, you're definitely going to like this one, because it's pretty much Hunger Games with vampires. It is a sequence of trials that this girl goes through. So, yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys for most likely a Day of Fallen Night review on Wednesday. Bye.